Good morning. It is 6:47 a.m. on Tuesday, April 12th, 2016, and I am actively avoiding working out. I hurt my leg a couple weeks back. I'm not quite sure how, but I did something to the side muscle in my hip. That starts with a P. I got told what muscle it is, but I can't remember because it's long and complicated and I don't know human anatomy. So I don't know what muscle it is that I messed up. I just know that I messed up a muscle and it's made my hip achy for like 2.5 weeks. And last week I did a pretty intense hike, and then my leg was like, I hate you, and I had to take a couple days off from work to rest it. And today is my first day back since then, where I'm going to go to the gym and work out, but I'm kind of dreading it because I don't really know what I can do without using my leg. Like most exercises involve legs. Like I can do a bunch of arm stuff, I guess, but I can't do any leg stuff. So I'm gonna have to go do a pretty intensive arm workout. And I don't know if you guys remember or not, but like in January I developed tennis elbow. So like I'm gonna have to try to do some sort of arm thing that won't aggravate my tennis elbow because now I have a messed up hip. Yay for being broken. I don't even know what to say other than yay for being broken. But yeah, that's why I am slightly more scantily attired than I typically am at work. If I was making this video in a couple of hours, I'd be wearing a much more prim and proper outfit. But because I am actually showing a little bit of skin, you can actually see my tattoos, like my lion, and I don't know how much my back. Ha, that one, and that one. Ha, I have lots of tattoos. I like tattoos. They make me happy. What else is new and exciting in my life? I didn't really do much of nothing over the weekend. I was supposed to do the Triton 5K, and I did attend the Triton 5K, but I just kind of sat and watched other people run it because my hip was all janked up. I spent like 4 days doing nothing but watching X-Files. So now I'm on season 6 of X-Files. And I'm about to watch the newest episode of Fear the Walking Dead, which I'm really excited about. And I still think the title should be Fear of the Walking Dead, but it's not. Anyway, my hair is doing something strange. It's like sticking out on the sides of my ears. It's like really strange. Look at me fuss over my face, my beautiful face. I amuse myself, if no one else. I amuse myself so much. I'm a happy thing in general for all. My leg's been messed up and I've been sitting around and not working out, and I hate not working out like with passion. I want to work out every day and I don't want to sit around, and there's only so much TV you can watch without going like a little bit crazy, and only so many times you can like draw in your art journal before you're like, and I'm done. I am so done. I have written all of my fills. I have no more fills. There's nothing for me to process. I have processed everything, and I've painted over things because I was so bored. I was just like, and now I'll outline this with a piece of paint. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm embellishing for no reason. Oh, I got a question about because I did post a little clip of my finished art journal, and there was a question about how long it took me to complete that journal, and I'm not quite sure exactly how long it took me to complete that art journal. I do know that I started it after I came back from my last trip to Ireland, so that would have been late June, early July. I just was bored, went out into the garden and painted a journal that I had previously purchased and never done anything with. It was just a plain black journal, and I just painted over the top of it because I was bored, and then it turned into my art journal. So it's been nearly a year because I will be going back to Ireland in 2 months. So actually no, it's been like 3 months shy of a year, which is 9 months. 9 months. It took me 9 months. And while it took me 9 months to complete that particular journal, I also have 3 other art journals that I work in frequently. Why do I have 3 other art journals? Well, they're different sizes. So I have a much bigger one that I can do more detailed painting in and more complex um, photo collages and such. And then I have a smaller one. I don't know. People just keep giving me journals. I have lots of journals, and so I'll just use whichever one comes to mind at the time. So while it did take me 9 months to complete this one, I am halfway done with another one and a quarter of the way done with a third. And it's just me processing emotion. I'm really, really bad at processing emotion, so I don't particularly enjoy actually showing the contents of my art journal to anyone, because it's just me being like, I have these feelings and I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what it means. Help. Let me just scrawl things really angrily across the page, and then if it's particularly terrible, if I've written something that I then am like, oh, I never want anyone to stumble across this, I'll like paste thin layers of tissue paper over top of it. Like, I have one page that I wrote some really egregious stuff on. It was valid emotion that I felt at the time, but it was not justified, and it was not poised, and it was not something that I ever want anyone to come across and think is an accurate representation of my emotional state or of my feelings on a particular subject. So I then took different shades of pink tissue paper and pasted it over top, and you can see some of the writing through, but you can't actually discern words, and you can't actually read what it says, thank God. And other stuff has been so egregious, I just completely painted over it, or I've pasted cutouts from magazines over top of it, because I know what's on that page and I know what I said in that moment, and I know why I felt those emotions, but it's not an accurate depiction of me, and it's not something I want anyone to ever read. Not that I particularly wish for anyone to discover my art journal and try to decipher why I'm like so out of balance in it, because it is 100% pure processing, pure me trying to figure out how I feel about a particular situation, why I feel that way, if my feelings are justified, if I'm being unfair or unduly harsh to someone. So, like, there's a lot of stuff in there that no one needs to see. Plus pretty pictures, because I do pretty pictures, and I also put my lettering in there, but my lettering is generally related to whatever I'm trying to process. So, but they're like inspirational quotes as opposed to just me being like, ah, crazy on a page, rah, I'm angry. or like, oh, I'm so fluttery and happy. I'm so fluttery. I have this feeling and it makes me happy inside. I am 100% the most ridiculous thing ever. And I've been talking a really long time. So I'm going to stop talking about processing emotion, and I'm going to start heading towards the gym and like working my arms out, because they're so flabby. Look at how flabby. I mean, not as flabby as they once were, but still pretty flabby. Pretty flabby. Need more muscle. Less flab. Yeah, as soon as I finish my grapefruit. That looks deeply unappealing, doesn't it? This is my breakfast. Grapefruit and green tea. Ooh, and water. I have lots of things off to the side.